for the show. Can you tell us, like, briefly, why did you decide to start running course back in 1981?
Yeah, 1981.
A long time ago.
A long time ago. I think I've always had a very kind of firm opinion about what kind of woman I wanted to dress. Someone who in fact was opinionated, led a busy life, and I had the possibility and the chance, which was great, when I was very young, to design for a store here in New York. And I saw that we had, you know, at a young age, I was 20, but I got to see women actually love what I do and respond to it and wear it. And they were not just women here in New York. The store that I designed for happened to have a lot of international clients and people who traveled. And I thought, you know what? I have something to say and people are responding to it, so let's give it a try. And here we are 35 years later.
Amazing. So that was really your main motivation?
Yeah, I mean, I've always, I have to say, whenever I think by the time I was, you know, 5 or 6, I was always drawing, but I would always look at people and kind of do a makeover. You know, I would always say, well, maybe if she cut her hair, or maybe if she shortened her skirt, or I just always thought that way. And I still think that, you know, that's my job. I have to know what people want before they know themselves, and hopefully I see things that they don't see.
Amazing. Well, when you see these things, can you tell us what can we Scandinavian women expect, your best like styling tips for the fall?
I think the one thing is, you know, the rules truly are gone. So I think, you know, you have to know that you can wear spring colors in the winter. In fact, especially in Scandinavia where you've got gray, gray, gray every day, you know, put on a beautiful purple coat. Wear something in powder sky blue. Something that would normally be a spring thing. It changes your spirits. I think it's an automatic mood lifter. And also the idea that, you know, break the rules as far as what you wear for day versus night. And even practical things. The show is full of a lot of amazing coats, which have a lot of personality. They're not just for warmth. So your tweed coat can have feather embroidery on it.
Oh, nice.
You can wear a metallic gold coat and even throw it on over a pair of jeans.
We should have that this week.
Exactly.
It's been freezing.
It's been, yes, I know. Even everyone I know, even from Russia and Scandinavia, is complaining about the cold.
I know.
And then of course the weather's crazy, so 2 days later, you know, it's warm. So I think that's the other thing that we're finding. The weather in the world is crazy, but also certainly our clients travel. So don't pay attention to the seasons. I think, you know, mix it up and don't pay attention to time of day. And always do the yin and yang, you know, wear something flirty with something boyish, or wear
Contrast.
something, contrast is always what's stylish.
I know, I get you. Last question, what has been your, like, the toughest moment in your career?
The what?
The toughest moment.
The toughest moment in my career. Oh my God, what's the toughest moment in my career? I think probably the toughest moment in my career, I don't think it was a moment, like back in the 80s, there were a lot of clothes that I hated. I mean, huge shoulder pads and Dynasty, and it was just, I thought it was ridiculous. And so I was kind of a fish swimming in the opposite direction. And there were times when I kind of felt, you know, I was young and I felt obliged. Maybe, should I try to do all this? Should I try to do big shoulder pads? Should I try to, you know, feel like it's Dynasty? And I avoided it. And I think at the end of the day, a designer has to stay true to themselves. But it was difficult at times, you know. People would walk in and say, where's the big shoulder pads? Where are the ball gowns? And, you know, and I would show a simple little cashmere mini dress. So that was a tough time. But, you know, fashion comes around and it always changes, and that's what's exciting.
That's what made you like the greatest designer today.
Well, thank you.
Thank you
very
so much
much
for taking your time.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.